up, everybody? This is Casey, the Rockstarflipper, and today is another Thursday. It is July the 28th of 2016, and today I'm going to do something a little different that I haven't done before, but I want to highlight the top selling eBayers for July of 2016, for the current month of 2016. The reason I want to do this is because a lot of the merchandise that these sellers are selling is the same merchandise that you should be selling, whether it be brand new or whether it be used. And you can get this merchandise on your daily sourcing, whether it's at thrift stores or Goodwills or Salvation Armies or wherever it is that you go for your sourcing. These are some of the items that you should be looking for. These are sellers that are selling tens of thousands of items a day, and if they're selling this merchandise at such a high rate, then there's a pretty good chance that it's a very popular type of item or brand, and that you should be looking for as well. So I want to go with the top 10 eBayers of July 2016, and these are based off of total feedback earned and total gross revenue. So I've got the number one eBayer for July up right now, and the store name is BHFO, which it's a pretty big store. It's a pretty big popular eBayer and retailer. They focus in on women's clothing and women's accessories, boots, pants, tops, dresses, and whatnot. So you can see they have 79,000 listings on eBay currently, which none of us could dream of having that many. The idea is that you can go through some of these listers, just like we did in the other video of stalking eBay power sellers. Well, these are as big of a power seller as you're going to get. So if you're going to look for stuff to buy and sell, you might as well look from the best and the top guys. And if you scroll down through a lot of listed items, you can see these guys are averaging, $15, $20 items. They're not selling hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of items or $100 items. They're selling low cost, high quantity, and that's volume, and that's what I try to do on my account. A lot of people criticize me for my $10 and $12 items, but I only paid $1. Now, I don't know what these guys are paying cost-wise, but they're selling a lot of quantity, obviously. If we go to their sold listings, we can look, and you can see they sold a Juicy Couture like hooded jacket here, or no, it's not hooded, it's just a zip-up jacket. I think it's $11.51. Now they got shipping. I would venture to say they're probably charging about $5 in shipping. Wow, they charged $9 in shipping, so they got about $20 out of that, which is not bad. But you can see it's all girls' items, and they have some buy it nows, but it looks like a majority of their things are bidding, which is not something I like or that I risk. It obviously works for their business model and their plan, but majority of these people you're going to see are going to be buy it nows, I promise you. This one is crazy. It's almost all bids, but you can see what they are selling. A lot of boots, so women's boots might be something you add to your list. I don't buy women's boots, but I should probably be looking at those. Just taking a quick look down, you can see that women's clothing is really, really popular right now. BCBG casual dress right there. They got $11.11 and probably $8 in shipping, $6. So they got $17 for that dress. A Betsy Johnson purse. You can go down these people's eBay list and their names, which I will link all these links of these 10 people in the description down below, so you guys can go check these out. Nine West, another BCBG. So you can see some of these brands that they're selling, Belle du Jour, and get some ideas and things to look for the next time you're outsourcing. So that's the number one person. Let's go to I'm going to go back so I have their link. Let's go to the number two person. Number two, and these are all U.S. sellers only. I will do worldwide if you guys want it. If you want a worldwide list of what worldwide sellers are selling, put it down in the comment that you want that. And if I get enough comments, I'll do a worldwide one. This is an auto parts seller. Now, this may not be so easy because he obviously has a supplier, and he's selling very high-end 230, 80. So this guy's working off of very, very expensive pieces. He's selling auto parts, but it might be something that you start looking for when you're out at yard sales and garage sales, looking for things like automotives. If we go to his sold listings, we can see all of the things that he's selling. He sold chrome-plated nameplates. He's selling tail lamps. He's selling a lot of, different things for cars, headlights, headlamps, sensors. So if you can find car parts, you might not be able to get a supply like this guy, but you might be able to find some here and there in town that are 30, 40, $50 pieces that you pick up at a yard sale or a rummage sale or a swap meet for a couple bucks. Let's move on to number 3. This is Apparel Save. They are, again, they are women's targeting. Purses, they're looking Steve Madden purse, $20. Steve Madden, Sperry, BCBG. So you can see these same brands repeating over and over again, and you should be taking a list of these brands: Uggs, Versace, Steve Madden, that seem to sell very, very well. New Balance, and you can look for these at all the stores. So again, 2 out of the top 3 are women's accessory and clothing and shoe sellers. Let's go to number 4. Number 4 is a home goods store. This is called Honey Roasted Peanut, and they sell a lot of things for around the house. Laptop stands, wood hardener, deep cleaning carpet shampoos. Let's see, what else do they got here? Wall and door chimes. All kinds of crazy things that you could really look for. These are something you might be able to retail arbitrage while you're out at like a Savers or a Box and Save or a Big Lots. Flea markets are really, really good for this type of household stuff. If this carpet cleaner is selling for $10 or $12 and he sold 200 of them, you can see he sold 200 of these, then you might be able to pick these up at the flea markets where people sell them, say, I don't know, they might sell them to you for $2 or $3 a piece, and you can resell them for $10 or $12. You might be able to get a supply there and start selling in quantity, because I promise you these guys selling quantities 210 are only making like $2 and $3 each. It's all about quantity. It does take capital, I do admit that, but if you can do it and you can get a constant supply from your flea markets or your Save-A-Lots or your Box and Saves or whatever, then you might be able to make some good, connections and some good sales. So something to look for. Let's move on. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 5. This is Better World Books. You've probably seen these guys. They collect books via collection bins and boxes and book drives. So they have a buy 3 get 1 free on all their books, which is a good promotion. That gives you an idea of something you could do. But they sell all of their books. If we go to their sold listings, they're buy it nows. And look, a lot of their books are $3.97. But the idea is they're selling them buy 1 get 1 free. If you were to ship these media mail, you can ship them for a lot less than $2.60. Usually you can ship these for like $1.90, so you're saving 70 cents. So you're probably only making about $1 per book in your pocket, so you need to pick them up for 50 cents or less. But if you're selling them as a lot and you're getting 3 sales out of 1, you can see how they can make money in bulk. But a lot of their books are $3.97, $5, $6. They only offer the buy 1 get 1 frees. Oh no, that's on all their buy 1 or buy 3 get 1 frees is on all their books. So, and then when they get a rare book, Celebrities in Los Angeles Cemeteries. Look at this, $27. You could learn a lot of books from these guys. So, Bookseller is in the top 5 eBay sellers for July of 2016. Let's move to number 6 here. This guy is a media seller. He's a video game, Blu-ray, music CD guy. So we'll go to his sold listings. And he sold a couple phones. He sold a CD, a DVD, DVDs, CDs, a lot of DVDs and CDs. Let's check what he sold for video game wise. Lots and lots of video games. So again, very cheap quantity volume. He's buying these at volume prices. Probably liquidations, closeouts, yard sales, garage sales you can find these at. Eventually, once you get past the garage sale and yard sale level, you'll move up to being able to buy from regular suppliers and be able to sell in quantities like this. So that's your number 6 seller. Number 7. This guy is, he sells sports, outdoor sports, police, and gun stuff. So this guy's kind of specialized. This might not be something you can really get a lot of information out of. Again, I'm doing the top 10, so we don't know what those top 10 are going to be as the months change. But this guy's made a business out of, fishing lures and chopping knives and fishing lures and tackle and more lures. He's doing a lot of fishing stuff, gun pieces, gun sights, just all kinds of pieces and parts. Power bait attractant, cutting knives, a lot of outdoorsy type stuff. A vacuum pint cup, 16 ounces, Outdoor Man. So that's stuff for you to look for while you're out at yard sales and garage sales and thrift stores and Goodwills. All this outdoor and hunting and fishing stuff, always really, really good, and you can learn a lot from it. Let's move on to the next person, which would be, was this number 7? 5, 6. This is number 8. So this is a jewelry seller, fine sterling silver jewelry seller called Riverchild-1. And I'll put all the links to these stores down in the description. So you can see this person is selling $10 and $20 pieces of jewelry that are very, I mean, they're not cheap. They've got good pictures up on these stones. They're just not expensive jewelry. They're just, little $10, $20 trinkets that just sell well. So maybe you can find a supplier for these. Look, $4, $11, $17, $18. This one with a little gemstone in it has $40, $8, $16. They're not making a killing on every item. They're making a couple of bucks. What they are doing is selling a lot of them. So, something else to look out for. Number 9 is Target. I'm not going to go over Target. You guys know what Target sells. They sell everything. But you might be able to go down their sold listings and get some ideas of some items. This is out of the Target liquidation warehouse when stuff doesn't sell very well. I know this because I get offered their merchandise a lot, but it's at almost the same price that eBay and Amazon sells for, so you can't really make any money. It's tough. But you can see this is all the stuff you would expect at a Target. Household goods, kitchen goods, exercise, toys, kids' rooms, just a mix of everything. So that's number 9. Target falls in the number 9 store on eBay. So 8 people sell more on eBay than Target. That's pretty crazy. And then our last one, number 10, is kind of a mishmash. It's called Fanteller, and if we go to, they sell a lot of watches. I know they sell a lot of watches. I think I bought something from these people before. If we go to their sold listings, jewelry boxes, a pipe cutter, booster car seat, conditioner, Jamaican black castor oil, leave-in conditioner, framed artwork, a knee wrap. They sell a little bit of everything. So this is kind of like a mishmash store. Just anything and everything they can get. TV remote controls, so not really specializing in anything. But another good store you might get some ideas out of by searching their categories. So those are the top 10 sellers for July on eBay, and they're based off of feedback gained and gross revenue. So really, really good people to look for to get some ideas. It looks like women's clothing and household goods are probably in your top categories. It looks like fishing is really good, and it looks like, as usual, books and DVDs and video games are holding their own, one each. So again, the stuff that I sell, the video games and the clothing, are just, those are the things that people sell in volume and make money on. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing some of these big time eBay sellers with 1 million feedback, 3 million feedback, and I hope that this gives you some ideas, and that the links I'm going to provide to you will give you guys some help in looking for new merchandise. Whether it's new that they're selling doesn't mean you can't buy that same merchandise used and sell it, because if it's selling really well new, then it means people want to save some money and buy it used. So I hope all this information helps. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please share this video, like it, and tell your friends about it. And if you haven't already subscribed, that's the best way to know about when my new videos are coming out. Press that subscribe button. You'll be notified whenever I post a new video. And thanks again for watching, guys. Thanks to everybody who followed us on social media. Those links are down at the very bottom of the description box. As always, have a wonderful evening, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. See you later.